Whilst the title of this video might make it seem like vertebrates and invertebrates are somewhat equal groups, they are nothing of the sort. The vertebrates are all the species contained within the subphylum Vertebrate, which contains over 76,000 living species, from jawless fish and sharks to the bony fish and tetrapods. On the other hand, the invertebrates are not a single grouping. They are every single species not contained within the vertebrates, containing more than 90% of species, a total of over 30 phyla with around 30 million species. Vertebrates derive their name from the series of vertebrae that extend from their skull to the small of their back. However, this isn't the only character that the group share. There are 5 anatomical features that can be used to identify a vertebrate. All vertebrates have a notochord at some point in their development, which typically forms the segmented spine of adults, and either the notochord or the backbone connects to a skull, which protects a complex brain. The vertebrates also have an endoskeleton composed of either bone or cartilage. In other words, their main supporting element of their body is on the inside. All vertebrates at some point in their development also have pharyngeal slits, which can either become gills for aquatic animals or into other head structures in terrestrial animals. They also have a post-anal tail, which usually provides balance and helps with locomotion. The evolution of vertebrates likely began over 500 million years ago during the Cambrian, and these early forms likely lacked a backbone but still had a notochord. These ancestors were known as chordates, and as well as the vertebrates have evolved into tunicates and lancelets. Then early vertebrates, such as Hycoichthyes, had evolved rudimentary vertebrae and a distinct head, but had not yet developed the jaws that would be an evolutionary gateway for vertebrates. Jaws wouldn't appear until around 440 million years ago, with the armoured fish known as the placoderms. Then around 370 million years ago, the transition from water to land with the evolution of limbs meant that vertebrates could conquer terrestrial environments, but for a few million years they were still restricted to staying near the water's edge. As previously mentioned, invertebrates are all the animals that lack a vertebral column, so they are not a formal taxonomic group, as the only similarity they do share is the absence of a backbone. Instead, invertebrates have either an entirely soft body or may have shells or an endoskeleton, which is a hard casing that covers the animal. The invertebrates appeared some 540 million years ago and have diversified into millions of different species. The largest of the invertebrate groups is the arthropods, which includes the insects, spiders, and crustaceans. These animals occupy nearly every environment on Earth, and invertebrates can range in size from minuscule plankton to the giant squid, playing various crucial roles within the ecosystems, such as being pollinators, decomposers, parasites, and prey for larger animals.